Hi guys, you're watching the Man U Corner. I'm Dave G, and I just wanted to make a quick video on my thoughts on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's reported that we've signed him for around £55 million. We're not playing Ashley Young anymore. Woohoo! £55 million is the most ever paid for a specialist right back. He is English, so you're probably going to pay a little bit more for that because British players tend to go for more in the Premier League. He's a good sign. A little bit for Crystal Palace. I've seen him play a little bit for England under 21s. He's solid defensively, good going forward. He's got a bright future. So in this market, £55 million is the going rate. All right, I'll swallow it. We're Man United. We've got a lot of money. I'm glad we hopefully won't play Ashley Young anymore. Perhaps Diego Dalot might suffer a little bit. Maybe he'll go off more onto the right wing opposed to being a right back. But yeah, it's in my opinion, if personal terms will be agreed, and once it's official, it's official. But it sounds like it's a done deal, so I think it's great news for Man United. It's a good signing. I think we still need probably another 4 or 5 more signings. I think we still need a centre back. I'd probably say that would be the most important position at the moment. If rumours, I believe we're going to be losing Romelu Lukaku to Inter Milan. I think the club want about £60 million, but I have no idea where a club like Inter Milan are going to get £60 million. He is, in fairness, he's probably he is a decent striker, but he's just not that Man United level striker. So he has a terrible first touch. He is a flat track bully, so he can get goals, he can push off defenders, but look, I'd be happy if we lost Rom. But the big one that I think it's shocking is Pogba. Basically, he wants to go. He's made some comments in the media. Where he's going, I don't know, maybe Real Madrid, maybe Juve, maybe PSG. There's always a different rumor every day. It's Man United, so there's a rumor all the time. I don't want to lose Pogba, even though he's made those comments, because he's our best player, and he's our best midfielder. And we have lost Ander Herrera, who is another one of our good midfielders, to PSG for nothing. I think that if we can get at least 150, 180 million pounds for him, all right, yeah, I'd say fair enough. He wants to go. I don't want no swap deal for Gareth Bale, Mr. Injury Prone. Don't get me wrong, Gareth Bale is a world-class player. And if he was fit, you could probably say, yeah, look, a straight swap deal for Pogba because Pogba is younger, but you would say Gareth Bale in cash, assuming that he wasn't injury prone, maybe 40, 50 million pounds, call it a deal. But Gareth Bale probably will play 1/3, maybe 20 games if we sign him, and he would be bloody expensive. He would get big wages. He's a big profile, don't get me wrong, but I think he's 29, 30, so he's not young. Pogba's still got his best years ahead of him. I think he's 26. So, rumors circulating that he wants to go to Real Madrid more than anyone. I personally think we should sell him to Juve, even though they're both direct rivals. Juve are a very good team, but I just think I fucking hate Real Madrid. They took Ronaldo of us, which annoyed me, and I know Ronaldo wanted to go, but I just kind of feel like they kind of underpay us for everything. They always try and get players on the cheap. I feel like Eden Hazard, going to Spain now, I think, going to, being signed by, a Spanish team for 100 million pounds. That's a steal. You know what I mean? That's absolutely nothing. Now another Spanish club's trying to take, one of our players from the Premier League. But the difference is Hazard didn't have long in his contract. We can force Pogba to stay, but I personally think, and although I would like him to stay, if he wants to go, I guess the player's going to go. So I don't know who we're going to get to replace him because I don't really know who's going to want to come to a club that is literally living on its history. It sounds sad, but we're a bit like Arsenal and Liverpool 5 years ago. Liverpool 5 years ago, I should say, but and Arsenal now, just living on a reputation. We don't have Champions League. We've got a basket case of a board. We've got an unproven manager. Don't get me wrong, I like Solskjaer. I wish him the best next season, but he's won nothing. He's a nobody. We got an idiot in Woodward who's got no idea. There's no reason for players to come to Man United over a Man City, over a Liverpool, over a Real Madrid, over a Barca, over Bayern Munich, over a Juve, because we're in the Europa League next season. So I don't blame Pogba for wanting to jump ship either. I just don't know how we're going to place it. And we've signed Mata again for another year. I like Mata. He tries, you know what I mean? He gives his all for Man United. He's had some good games. He's definitely lost that yard of pace. I'd be worried if he got more than 25 games next season. I'll put it. I'll be worried if he got more than 20 games in the Premier League. If he played a bit of League Cup, Europa League, we need players. You need squad players. The problem is Man United. We're sitting with too many squad players. Matic is a squad player. Lingard is a squad player. You know, then you got Mata, who's a squad player. You got Smalling, who's a squad player. Phil Jones, who's a squad player. You don't have enough. We don't have a strong spine. And yeah, look, if the rumours are to be believed, we've got £200 million to spend on players. All right, we've spent 55 million on a right back, which I wouldn't say is the most urgent position, but all right, we've got a right back. I'm happy to get Wan-Bissaka. He's young. But I think we need to spend money on the centre back. We need a midfield, and if we lose Lukaku, we need basically a new midfield, especially if we lose Pogba, and we need a new striker if Brom goes. And look, money will be coming in if we lose Pogba, if we lose Brom, and there's also talk of Big Dave leaving. I love David De Gea, and he's given this club so much because we've been a basket case nearly the whole time he's been here, and he has done his job formidably. Probably last season he was down from his high standards, but I don't blame him for leaving. I don't blame him for wanting to go to Real Madrid if he does go. I just hope that we can get at least £100 million for him because he is the best goalkeeper in the world. Class is temporary. Form is temporary. Sorry, class is permanent, and he's class. So we have a good second keeper in Romero. There are some good keepers we can sign. We got some guys in the U. We got some younger keepers that are up there. He would be a position that we could probably replace. Was not at that same level, in fairness. Like losing him, there's probably no one that we could get to replace him at that level. But I think losing Pogba is a position that is very likely to happen soon, and it's something that I reckon we will really struggle to cover. So, look, it's all happening at Man United. We're getting linked to like every player under the sun. So let us know what you think. Tell us who you think we're gonna sign. What do you think we need? I personally think we need another centre back. If we're relying on Smalling, Jones next season, all right, Lindelof's all right. Bai is hit and miss. I actually rate Bai, but I don't know. He has a couple good games, and then he gets a red card and gets injured. I don't know. But I personally think a centre back is the most important. And if we lose Pogba, I think we need another centre mid, someone who can actually pass the ball. I would like to take Isco from Real Madrid. I think he's a good player. It sounds like they want to get rid of him. If we could get maybe £150 in Isco from Real Madrid, I would much prefer that than, Gareth Bale, who's always injured. I would probably take £120 million, Isco, Gareth Bale, and maybe another player, assuming they were willing to take average wages because I think we've been paying too much. But let's see what happens. Leave your comment below. Let me know. And, glory Man United. Let's hope next season's a lot better than what we just saw this season because it was terrible.